Okay, I've fitted my Scotty gallows tool here on my vise today. To demonstrate how to use the gallows tool, I'm going to tie a yellow owl Paraloop emerger. Okay, so let's get started. I'm using the grip 14711BL and I'll demonstrate how you can use the gallows tool to create a uni-hackle over your fly. Right, so I'm going to mount the hook and I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, right, so I've got my body materials here. I'm going to be using the primrose waxed thread from Semperfli. And for the rib, I'm going to use the strong quill from Sabai. This is a quill material. This is in black pearl, just to add a nice rib to my body, sort of creating a yellow owl type body. So, right, I'll just get my thread cast on. And I'm just going to have to go up and down several times just to create a good body. I'm going to catch in this strong quill material. Remember, when you're tying in material, make sure you go the length of the fly, particularly when it's going to be a little light, skinny fly like this. You don't want any lumps and bumps. Right, now I'm getting that caught in, and I'm going to wax my thread, because the primrose or Cahill thread, when you wax it, it comes down to a nice light olive colour. I'm using my Scotty fly tying wax. It's a blend of pure beeswax and a softening agent, top secret. See, so it's ideal. It just keeps a little bit of, makes it. Of course, it's going to keep the fly from the body from absorbing water as well. So it's going to help it float. Magic. So it's going to be a skinny little critter, this, so don't want to build up too much body. So I'm going to take it back a bit further there. Make the body a little bit longer. That's better. Very few things you can't correct. One of the advantages of using the Semperfli very fine threads, you can make adjustments as you go with your eye. Okay, without resulting too much. Now, I'm going to put my thread up, and remember, taking it up the same way as you take your thread, so when we catch it in, it keeps the tension on it. Fish can't count, but it's just for your own sanity. You want to make nice, even spaced turns, and that gives you a lovely rib. This quill material, very tough. can resist being bitten by fish. Okay, so there we have our yellow owl type body made from light Cahill, primrose, I keep calling it light Cahill, thread with a Sabai strong quill rib. Now comes, I'm going to take the thread up over the arm of my tool, my gallows tool, catch it in, and I'm going to select quite a good, I'm using badger hackle. I like the badger hackles on these flies, using it, and take the flue off. Laying the hackle shiny side down and get it tied in at the base of this post. Have a nice, with the chevron hackles, you've got a nice, the rachis is nice and soft, and it should wrap around the post quite easily, because this is only a couple of threads for the post, so it's not a very substantial post, but it's enough. Okay, right, just things twisting about a bit there to get started, but don't worry. So I'm going up, making my way up the post and then back down again, just take it nicely round. And when we get to the bottom, catch your hackle in, and that's it. You've created the now you've created the uni hackle element of this fly. Remove the surplus. Looks a bit of a mess at the minute, but it'll all come together in the end. And well, I was going to say that trout aren't great critics of flies, but actually sometimes I wonder. Right, now before I bring my hackle forward, I'm just going to put a little button of Sabai flashy UV, superfine UV dubbing, just a tiny speck of it, just to make a little bit of a thorax. Now put your noodle together, catch the end of your noodle in, and you can improve it then if you want, and build up just a little ball of material there to make the thorax. Amazing how far a bit of dubbing can go. Just trimmed off the surplus. As usual, a bit crowded at the head, so I can use my thumbnail just to push it back. Right, now here comes the clever bit. So I've got this thread post coming up here over the arm of my gallows tool, and we don't need it anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip it off. So just cut the thread now and get the thread, just catch the thread of the post in at the head. So I've got a bit of me persistent bit of noodle there, persistent bit of dubbing. Alright, make sure you get it caught in, that's the way. Alright, and now pulling this thread forward, it's like one of the last of the Mohicans. We've created our hackle over the top of the body there. Having caught the post in, trim off the excess, and make a nice little head. Finish off your fly behind the eye there. And just whip finish off. And there you are, a little emerger